just don't want to talk during this music.
Yeah, you gotta let SZA ride a little bit. You know what I mean? Come on, get on the show, SZA.
On the weekend.
We gotta get
I can't
Sing it.
man. I can't.
You're singing.
I wish I could. You know they used to call me D'Angelo Brown Sugar.
Oh.
For those who don't know, that's a little old school though. My kids know nothing about D'Angelo the singer.
No, we know you as our shutdown corner, D'Angelo Hall, our Super Bowl champ, Michael Robinson. In prompter Garofalo, it says, along with Mike Garofalo, but we have, like, names, things for them. Like, what can we say about you? Mike drop.
Newly shorn.
Oh.
Which, by the way, this look apparently is winning the Twitter poll big time. I don't know when that thing expires, but get your votes in, because you can affect change. We've got Election Day coming up. We're starting it early here.
My name is Kay Adams. Welcome to November. Colleen Wolfe is not here. She is in L.A. She's getting ready to host NFL Game Day kickoff at 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Is Colleen awake yet? That's
the
what we
London
don't know.
game. She's not tweeting or hitting us
No,
back.
she's not.
Talk to us, Colleen.
Get your sleep, Colleen. Get your sleep.
Both of the weekend matchups featuring playoff teams from a season ago. The Patriots and Ravens leading their divisions. The Bears and Eagles already have 4 losses each. Woof, not wolf, but woof. And they need a win in the worst possible way. Let's take a look back at the last time Chicago and Philly met. That's right, double doink.
The thought that the Eagles would be playing football on January 6th would be deemed preposterous. Wild Card weekend at historic Soldier Field in Chicago. This is the season right here. Full takes the snap, he rolls, he looks, he fires, touchdown, Golden Tate, and the Eagles regain the lead.
Trubisky whips it down the right side. Robinson's got it over the top of the defender.
This moment will cause either jubilation or despair.
This ain't nothing but the season, Cody. No pressure, boy.
Placement made. Kick by Parkey from 43. And it hit the upright. It is no good.
It is no good, and the Eagles win. The Eagles are heading to New Orleans.
Oh, what a game. And a year later, there are tons of questions on both sides of the ball. Both teams, both coaches, of course, hailing from that Andy Reid coaching tree. Mike Robb, let's start with you. What is the most important question that needs to be answered this week?
Yeah, can Mitchell Trubisky take the next step? Can they run the football a little bit more? I mean, last week, David Montgomery finally got going 135 rush yards on 27 carries, and primarily they used like heavy packages. They used the fullback, they used a couple of tight ends, great double teams in the run game, and they're going to have to playing against Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox last week, when this guy's motivated, it's very hard.
I tried to tell people he was coming back.
Very
feeling
hard to stop
good again. Yeah, sorry.
Very hard. Now, you all good, man. If you want to help out Mitchell Trubisky, if you want this offense to look a lot better, just turn around, hand off, and hand the ball off to David Montgomery. Get this guy going. This guy he was the top last year in college football at making people miss. He has the ability to carry this offense while your quarterback is still getting his legs up underneath him and learning this offense.
Their offensive line, of course, struggling, but you have to look at on the other side of the game in the field now. You've got Jordan Howard.
The quarterback is still learning? I mean, come on.
He's not getting better.
Second year of this.
I'll say that. We'll get into Jordan Howard in a revenge game. He's been running really nicely.
You're trying to sugarcoat it.
I am.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I am.
However, listen, I've got 2 important questions that need to be answered. One, can the Eagles stop backing themselves into the corner where they have to keep winning these It's nice to win those games.
It's called I have to create adversities to bring out the best in myself.
But at some point you got to start stringing it together. You got 3 straight home games. That's number. The other Trubisky, that's the question needs to be answered. And the thing that keeps stopping me from killing him is he made the plays last week to put them in the position to win the game, just like he did in the playoff game last year and crunch time. Making the right throws no, that's not it. That was
I mean, he had 2 turnovers.
Good video.
2 turnovers in the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, that's still the measure of a good quarterback or what you need to do at this level. I understand he's got to play better throughout the game, but I have trouble killing him after last week's game when they should have won the game.
Yes,
and it would have been a different storyline. Sorry, Kay. I sometimes get
Don't say sorry.
Listen,
I'm
got
from
that
Chicago. Bring it on.
I should just stand on the
You should just
the whole show. Just stand here the whole time.
What do you think?
Hey, look, for me, it's about this Eagles defense, right? They've been the Achilles heel, I felt like, for a couple weeks. Then last week they go out and it's like, wow, they can, they look really good. Like you said, when
Fletcher
Fletcher Cox is motivated, he's unblockable. And for the secondary to be really good, they need Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. They need them going. They need them motivated. And so you got Mitchell Trubisky. We just heard all you guys talk about why Mitchell Trubisky might not be the guy, what they need to do to kind of put the training wheels, let's say. Put the training wheels on him. This Eagles defense needs to make sure those training wheels stay on him. And they need to put pressure on him. They need to stop this run because we know ultimately to be successful, Chicago has to run the football. And so I just feel like this Eagles defense needs to turn the corner. They're right there. They're nipping at these Cowboys' heels. And I still think the Cowboys are a better team, but if Philadelphia Eagles want to win the division, or want to get to the playoffs, the only way they can is by winning the division. And it starts Sunday.
Hopefully the Bears do give the rookie the ball. David Montgomery, clearly the best running back on the field. It worked effectively for them, though they lost to the Chargers last week. On the other side, Jordan Howard, former Bear. Now let's talk about him. Since week 4, he's taken over as the Eagles' lead back. He's nearly doubled the amount of carries and yards per game. He also has 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games. Jordan Howard, we see you. He's given the Birds a boost in the backfield. And this, of course, brings us to names and numbers. We're going to go through